Good afternoon, and this is Jim Dedman. Welcome to Sawlogs Plastic Hub Slop in the shop. I had to apologize the last couple of weeks. I've been sort of too busy to do any video work. I really haven't done much machine work in the shop the last couple of weeks. If you watch the racing videos that I do, I've been doing the in-car of that, you see we've had some tough breaks and some stuff going on, and that's really eat into a lot of time. So this week I've got a little bit of machining, a little bit of fab cutting. We're going to do some work. I got to do some braces on my trailer and brace up some cracks in the trailer. I've done a little bit of lathe work making some nuts. I took a little shots of that. We done a little construction update. We're done, in case you don't realize, I'm building a new separate shop for the racing, to put the race car in eventually. I mean, eventually it's going to be a closed metal building. Right now it's just the two ends. We had floor poured for that. We're kind of getting back in a holding pattern on that, kind of trying to preserve a little bit of finances. You don't want to drain our resources dry. So with all that being said, we got you some pig feed this week. Pigs have been not doing well. They ain't got to eat too much. And I apologize to my machining viewers, my loyal subscribers, but life happens, and quite frankly on projects I've kind of drawn a blank here lately. I just ain't seen anything that's excited me enough to come in the shop and make it. Now, I've done a little bit of racing related work. I've run the mill a little bit and stuff like that, some quick projects just to get things done. But I'm thinking there may be some bushings and stuff like that I need to be making pretty soon, so we'll be getting back into the swing of things like that. So guys, I hope you enjoy what pig food we got this week. Bucket's still kind of slim, I'm telling you. I might have to go buy some slop. I might have to go buy pig food, feed them virtual piggies. They're kind of getting hungry. So with no further ado, hop into all these video clips of all this stuff we're doing, and I hope you enjoy it. I'll come back, we'll say bye and see how you're doing. Go for a little ride there. All we're doing here is just taking the shell mill on, and all I'm doing is squaring these corners. I'm not getting particular. And you'll notice it's a solid, so there's a gap, so that's past one. And I'm running a quick feed. It's just nail running. I'm not tearing right now because I'm missing some stuff. I'm gonna go up about 30 thou. Hopefully that'll get it coming back. This isn't precision milling. All I'm doing is just basically getting me a good square surface there to work with. So probably going to take a couple of passes to get the good and square though. Get all the saw marks out of it. Another 30 should clear it right up. not caring if this ain't perfect because of chatter or anything. All I want is square. Because I know this is sketchy, so there we go. I got a nice square surface now. So the next stage of what we're going to do, we're going to break into a little bit of carpentry work here. You do this several different ways. The way I'm going to do it, I mean, we can mill it on the milling machine. That would be the ideal situation. But unfortunately, this would be a real wonky setup, so it's going to have to be done. Need a 45-degree angle to scrape mud with. So we'll just take a skill saw and we'll do that. It might be a little crooked, but again, this has not got to be precision. Okay, this is where I'm thinning it down. I just took a scale and used it like a shim, and I'm just taking the same pin mill, just buzzing this off. So now I have a cut down surface to work with. So now I've got this piece made. Okay, this is going to be, you know, the shop that I've been building or working on. And I'm doing this thing in stages, and basically what we're doing is using a carport, and we're going to pour concrete on the inside. So the concrete people is actually some of my extended family on my actual side. Kevin Norman of Norman Concrete is going to do the floor, so they come in today, this morning, and if this looks a little funky, you got to understand, we're pouring the concrete around the building. The building was set on the ground. So the floor is going to be level, so actually that means there'll be some differences in the roof. So what we've done is he's come in this morning, put the gravel in, poured the concrete, laid it out, and they'll, the forms, and then they'll come back tomorrow and pour the concrete. He happens to have a job at one of my neighbors, and he's doing this so what he can do all his concrete work at one time. So it sounds like a winner to me, and I thought I'd let you see the progress of what's going on in this week's slop. Now eventually what's going to happen here is you'll notice there's a power line here. We'll run power from a pole I have down here with a mobile home box, and we will close each end of this building in and put a garage door on this end. And this will be more like my automotive shop, my fab shop, my welding shop. Good afternoon, this is Jim. This is the concrete pour. I finished up this today. They just finished slicking it up. So there we go. Now we have a floor. So now we just got to do the ends the budget allows. I don't know if I've really made this clear, and one of the things I'll show you is what we did with this building is we put the building down and literally poured the concrete on the edges on top of it. The reason behind that is, A, I could get a shelter, and B, it makes such a sturdier shelter because the shelter is poured really, really sturdy. So you do lose a little roof height because there was a little good bit of corner fill. And so what we'll do is on this end here, we'll bring some dirt and gravel in and fill this end up. And that's a half of yard of concrete right there that was ordered. When the contractor ordered the concrete, he always orders a half yard extra just in case he miscalculates a little bit. Holes could be a little deeper, whatever. So that actually works out to our advantage to have us because of that drop off right there. Now, what I'm going to do with this building, this will not be the machine shop. Machine shop staying in the other building. This will be the race car shop, fab shop. If or when I decide to quit racing, this be like a welding fab shop, a car shop, project shop for this room to do stuff. So I'm not planning to insulate this thing super heavy and make it into a weatherproof building like I could. Now this would give me a lot more machine room, but then we have to move the machines, which would be a difficult proposition. So right now, the way my budget is, I've got about $3,400 in this structure right now, and well, that's with the concrete and the structure as it is. Then we're going to close the ends off. I'll buy the material and we'll do it myself or have some family to help or whatnot. You see over there in the corner, there's a pipe. It's set up so when I'll run power from a existing meter base like our other buildings. So that's the plan for that. So this is what we've got. This is construction progress. You'll probably see glimpses of the race car in it. I talked to my friends. They're going to bring some field in. We're going to bring some field dirt in. Then I'll bring in about 6 tons of gravel to kind of make it up, and it should work right out for us. Another thing I mentioned, let me get off here. My neighbors walked up. Hey guys, I got to make some breather nets for some friends. It's one of the reasons I come out to the shop today after I cleaned up that much of stuff that I got. That stuff actually came from a friend of mine here that helps us with the race car. It's actually somebody had given it to him, and so it's like a retired knit machine mechanic, I think is what it was. So you don't have many knit machine mechanics around anymore. Textiles is just about gone. And that's how I got started in the machine business, because we made parts for textile mills. A lot of the spinning frames and such. So we're just getting these. There we go, that's good enough for that part. Good morning. I'm doing some cardboard aided design today. My trailer for the race car has a tire rack on it, and that tire rack has issues of cracking. We're going to weld it, and so one of the ways to repair this thing would be do what I'm fixing to do here. And I'm just taking some pieces of material I have here. We're making a couple of little braces. I'm trying to see if I can sneak 2 pieces out of that one, but looks like I'm only going to be able to get one. If that's the case, I'm going to stay away from the holes. So this is just a piece of material. It's basically the same thing as some flat steel I have laying around here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and draw it out of this like that, and then I'm going to draw me one out off the end here the same way, and then I'm going to come back and I'll cut some more out once I get these cut out. And this is just basically to give me I gotta make 8 of these. You fabricating and welding guys probably laugh and say, well, why don't you use a plasma cutter? Well, you gotta have a plasma cutter. That's what I'm doing. I'm using my bandsaw. salt comes in handy if you don't try to overfeed it like I just did. And I'll probably have a little bit of coarse blade, but obviously I have only one blade. And then I just use it won't get welded today, by the way. My welder's not here. My friend still uses it, and I'm going to cut these plates and get together with him. And get this done. These are made a little bit smaller. That's what they're going to do. Excuse me. The original owner of this trailer built the trailer, made this rack. It goes to the top of the trailer for putting tires and stuff on. Carry around the racing. So to section it and to make it work, he cut it. And they welded the tubing together. About 1.5 square feet. And this is, you know, anytime you're dealing with plate steel and a coarse blade. I apologize, this isn't how it is. This blade is really too coarse to be cutting this thin of material. I'm probably getting good in a hurry too. Alright, I'm going to go check the fit of this on the trailer. Okay, I'm going to hit this with the belt sander, just kind of work these edges up and soften them. So, yeah, it does fit the trailer, by the way. You see, this is a universal direction, so it can go both ways. There is all 8 of those supports that I'm going to need. Since my friend's got the welder, I'm going to text him and tell him that I got those made up. Well, guys and gals, I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you called your friends and neighbors that like to watch the machining and the slop and told them I actually put out something besides the racing video. So with that being said, you know, these are copyrighted productions of James Dedman Salt Logs Plastic Hubs. And I hope you enjoyed today's slop. It's kind of more what traditionally I've been putting out for a long time, and It's more the kind of content that you're more used to on the Wednesday videos. We're probably, during the summer, that's kind of what we're going to do. We'll make videos for the racing based off in-car. Anything that's sort of machine related to the racing, we'll put it in a slot. Projects still going to be done. I just haven't, like I said, I have been, the race car has just really, we've had some run of bad luck. So, you know, we basically have redone the front end not once but now twice. Cars at a local shop being repaired because it's really done, it's exceeded the capabilities of myself and our crew. Mr. Truitt and his group wasn't comfortable doing what the repairs we needed to do, so we had to farm it out to a local race car builder, so he's got it. So that's kind of where we at on that. It's done summertime. You can hear the air conditioner in the background running. I turned the air on. I was out doing some tire work today and watching the guys get the concrete poured. So, hope you enjoyed today's video. Like, comment, subscribe if you're so motivated. I appreciate your patience of hanging in there with me, my loyal machining viewers. And we'll try to get back in the shop and sling some chips here soon. I appreciate every one of you. Thank you for viewing, and we'll see you in the next video.